Hello. We have discussed that the HR manager holds the capability to solve and improvise all the situations which arise in an organization. However, all is not hunky dory for them. Even they face many challenges, and thus it becomes all the more important to resolve them. So, the practice of human resource management is all the more becoming a challenging task day by day. The first and foremost challenge is recruitment and selection. After determining the actual requirement of the employees in the organization, the HR managers are required to recruit and select the right candidate for the right job. But finding that perfect person is in itself a challenging task, especially when the requirement is of limited number and the applications received are in scores or vice versa. Thus, it becomes a time consuming process, and if the right candidate is not selected within the stipulated time, then it may cost the organization to a large extent. And the next challenge is getting a stable workforce. Now, providing employees with the monetary compensation in return of the work they do in the organization is not enough. There must be a proper stability in the workforce in emotional and physical terms so that they give their best output. The HR managers must understand the feelings, requirements, and attitudes of the employees and inspire them when it is required. Now, moving on to the next challenge faced by the HR manager, and that is maintaining proper relation between the management and employees. The human resource manager has been vested with the responsibility in the organization to strike a balance between the interests of the employees and the management. The employees aim for handsome wages and salaries, job security, safety at the workplace, participative management, and development in their career. And on the other hand, the management aims for higher profits, loyalty, and cooperation on the part of the employees. And this definitely is a very challenging task for the HR manager to maintain such a balance. Now, the next challenge is designing the scheme of compensation, training, and development. Well, the employees ought to be rightly compensated for their contribution in the organization. And in order to maintain their performance levels, the employees require certain training and development programs for the enhancement of their skills and aptitudes. Furthermore, performance appraisal is also a challenge. Now, performance appraisal is a task to be done by the HR manager that is concerned with assessing the performance of the employees and to see whether they are having the requisite output or not. Now, this is necessary in order to consider employees for pay hike, promotion, training and development, etc. Now, the performance appraisal techniques must be scientific and must be done according to the changing requirements. Now, the last issue is handling trade unions. Now, the members of the trade unions are the employees of the organization who act collectively in order to get their rights and issues addressed through a proper channel. The trade unions of every organization ought to be handled carefully as this can backfire the organization if anything goes against the employees. The demands raised by the unions and the interests of the management must align. Well, despite all these challenges, the HR manager at the end still ensures his best and makes provisions that are necessary for the benefit of the organization.